Moving up, a new record, 25.1% in July. And signs are pointing to that number only going up some more. The Greek economy has shrunk 20% since this current recession started in 2008. Youth unemployment has been pushed way above 50%. The economy is expected to enter the 6th year of recession in 2013. And yet, the European Union wins the Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, that same European Union that is on the verge of unraveling. There have been violent protests all across Europe because of the economic mess. All rise. Judge Andrew Napolitano is here. This is not strictly a legal issue, and I understand that. It's not a constitutional issue. I got it.
Right.
But I want your reaction to this.
Well, I wonder if anybody really takes it seriously. I mean, the Nobel Peace Prize, which is basically a lot of cash from the estate of various family members.
It's the dynamite king, Mr. Alfred Nobel.
The original contributor to the assets. There have been other contributors who since have died, given away by officials in Sweden. Norway, excuse me, which is not a member of the EU.
Right.
For what? They gave it to Yasser Arafat, obviously a mass murderer. They gave it to Barack Obama after he'd been president for 9 months, hadn't done anything to receive it. Now they give it to the European Union, which, as you know,
well, it's become a joke,
is on the verge of collapse.
It is a joke.
It is a joke. I don't think the American public will take it seriously. I don't think this is going to be on the front page of Time magazine. If it is, it'll just be because of about 5 editors up the street who like that stuff, not because the public takes it seriously.
The whole idea of a Nobel Peace Prize is now discredited. It has been for some time. Al Gore won. Yasser Arafat won the Peace Prize, for heaven's sake. It's discredited. And that's a real shame.
It is a shame because there was a time when it meant something, and there are times when it didn't mean anything. They gave it to Woodrow Wilson, who brought us into the most useless war of the 20th century.
They did give it to Albert Luthuli, a fighter against apartheid in South Africa.
Yes, they did.
Didn't they give it to Albert Einstein? Didn't they? Well, not the Peace Prize, maybe.
I don't think he got the Peace Prize, probably the Physics Prize. But there are human beings on the planet who have risked their lives to bring about peace for others. That would be an appropriate candidate for this award. But to give it to a governmental entity itself on the verge of collapse. Mrs. Chancellor Merkel visited Greece yesterday to try to negotiate loans. She was greeted with swastikas.
She was
indeed. These people are really out of their minds.
Just roll that videotape, will you? Because we, the three of us, have already nominated our own nominee for the Peace Prize. The young lady there on that gurney. She's a 14-year-old Pakistani girl shot by those monsters, the Taliban, because she supported female education. Around her, can you imagine that? She's shot. She's been under threat for a couple of years, but she's had the courage to keep going with her ideas for female education. She should win.
Notwithstanding the fact that she lives in a country, the central government of which is too weak and powerless to prevent this type of assault on women and young girls, reprehensible, unacceptable in any part of the world.
Airlift that young lady and her family now to the United States of America. I would love to have my taxpayer money paid for that. Bring her here and give her the $1.2 million that goes with the Peace Prize.
Do you think those lefties in Northern Europe would give it to somebody like that?
Never. They will not do that. I call them appeasement monkeys. Maybe I'm going a little bit too far, but
no, I think you're right on that. You
called them appeasement weenies, didn't you?
Euro weenies.
Euro weenies. Yes. Any advance on Euro weenies or appeasement monkeys, Judge?
No, I'm not going to go lower than that.
I
offered you the chance.
I'm not disagreeing, though.
It's true.